The women who think they out here finessing these men. I've never known a man who is smart enough to make a whole bunch of money, but too dumb to know when a woman is using him for money. A man knows when he's being used, and he's okay with being used. Why? Because he's using you too. He's getting exactly what he wants, baby, your body. And your body is way more valuable than his paper, but you're the one treating it like it's a fair trade. And then you'll call him a trick, but who's the trick? When he gets to go out tomorrow and get some new money, while you're still stuck with that same old ran through free game.
Everyone in a relationship is getting used. Everyone in a relationship is getting used. I'm going to repeat that again. Everyone in a relationship is getting used. For these passport bros, men that are traveling overseas to find partners, girlfriends, fiancés, wives, SCX toys, whatever the case may be. To the women who are looking for men to take them out of their predicament. For the women who are looking for men for the come up. For women that are basically looking for men that have some sort of financial advantage to them. Everyone is looking for something to directly, not indirectly, to directly use that person for. I'm going to give you a few examples. The women that are in a lot of these poor countries that I have visited, that some of you have visited, aren't doing too good. They're struggling, and quite a few of these countries that I have been to, and quite a few of these countries that I have not been to, the women are looking for a way out. The housing is bad. It may be 3-4 people, might be 1 bedroom, might be 2 bedrooms, likely 1 bathroom. If you look at the bills of some of these houses in various parts of Africa, and I'm not saying Africa doesn't have great parts where there are houses that are look like they could be from the U.S. But if you look at the houses, the apartments, the places that a lot of these women come from, it tells a story. That story is poverty. Yeah, I talked about Africa, but guess what? Asia too. Yeah, I talked about Asia, but guess what? South America too. I've seen some of these places where some of these women have stayed. I've seen it, and I was like, wow. I was like, wow. It's poverty. It's below poverty. So if these women are fairly attractive, right? Don't got to be a 10, don't got to be a 9, don't got to be an 8, don't got to be a 7 or 6, just a 5. If they're fairly borderline attractive, some man is going to be interested because she may be a 5 in her country, but she may be a 7 or 8 in their country. So these women are using men, and I'm not saying anything's wrong with it. These women are using men. A lot of these women are using men for the finances. It's not because you're cute or you're attractive or you got game. That's not it. I've seen plenty of men in Thailand that was 300 pounds, over 200 pounds. I'm over 200 pounds, but I don't look like they're 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen plenty of men look like they was 250, 260, 270, 280, with women that look like they was 20 years old. I done seen plenty of old men in Asia with women that look like they was 20-some years old. I've seen plenty of men in Asia in wheelchairs with women pushing them around. Are these women with these men because of that gray hair looks so attractive? Are these men with these women For what? Ask yourself that. These men are with these women because these women are going to take care of them. These women are non-judgmental, right? These women are non-judgmental. These women aren't saying, hey, you're ugly. You can be the ugliest guy in the world and go to Thailand and Philippines and some of these other places and they're going to call you attractive. Women are using men, but men are also using women. You know, when I used to when I first started traveling and moving around, like I've said many times before, DR is was my spot. Like I used to always go to DR, and I ain't been to DR in years, and still to this day, DR right below Thailand is my top visited country, and I ain't been in years. So that tells you how often I used to go. Like, every chance I got, I don't care if I had 2 days, I don't care if I had 3 days. If I had a holiday weekend, I was going to DR. That's just how it was. But a lot of men, including myself, I'll just say myself, I went to DR because I felt that the women there were attractive. I didn't care if they had a job. I didn't care if they had a car. I didn't care if they had an apartment. I didn't care if they had a 401k or a savings. I didn't care about none of that. A lot of these men are going to these countries primarily looking for looks. People say this submissive stuff is, getting to a thing now. It's popular. But guess so she's 280 pounds and submissive. Are you attracted to her? Of course not. So looks are always going to come number one. Don't lie to me or yourself. Looks are going to always come number one. Submissive, maybe two, but looks going to always come number one. So the men are using these women for what they look like, to showcase them, to show them around, show them their prize. Hey, this is what I have. Men and women, especially women that are taking care of men, or women that are not taking care of men. Know that as much as you're using him or her for their looks, they're also using you for something. But as long as you can accept the fact that you are being used for something, know for a fact that whatever they are using you for, if you lose it, they're gone.